today's news, businesswoman Gertrude CALLWOOD has died. Government institutes hiring freeze amidst salary blunder. Honorable WALWYN calls out Premier on, quote, monumental blunder. BVIEC confirms cyber attack. Operations disrupted. Emancipation exhibition officially opened. Miss BVI fourth at Miss JAYCEES Queen Show. The NOAA ups prediction on active 2024 hurricane season. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
And now it's time for your daily updates on this year's Atlantic hurricane season. Meteorologists say that surface temperatures may be a contributor.
Gather around. It's important we stay informed about the storm approaching.
You're right. Late August to early September is when the hurricane season is most active.
How do we know when the storm is coming?
We can monitor regional conditions using our smartphones or going online.
You know, that's right. And we should always rely on sources like the Department of Disaster Management and the National Hurricane Center for accurate information.
Right. Those are the organizations that have experts to provide real-time data and forecasts.
I hear you. But what if the power goes out?
This battery radio even works without power.
I just downloaded the new DDM app. It will send us updates and alerts.
Excellent. Remember, staying informed is our first line of defense. Let's make sure we're ready for anything.
Stay informed, stay connected, and stay prepared. Because when you're armed with information, you can weather any storm that comes your way. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Monday, August 19th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Monday is wished to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast, prominent and long-standing businesswoman Gertrude CALLWOOD of Jost Van Dyke has died. The news was announced via Gertrude's Beach Bar and Grill's Facebook post on Sunday. The post stated, and I quote, "Good day, beautiful family and friends of Mama Gertrude of Gertrude's Beach Bar. It is with sad news that we announce the passing of our dearly beloved mother, sister, aunt, granny, and friend. Please, we are asking if you have any memories or pictures of Mama Gertrude to please flood her timeline at this moment. Thank you. May the memories of her passionate love remain in our hearts forever." In an invited comment, 2nd District Representative, the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, spoke on her legacy and contributions.
As representative of the 2nd District, I was saddened this morning when I received the news that one of our stalwarts in the tourism industry had passed, Auntie Gertrude CALLWOOD. Auntie Gertrude was a trailblazer and fun-loving individual who cherished her family and took great joy in serving the visitors and guests at the world-renowned business Gertrude's Beach Bar and Restaurant in White Bay, Jost Van Dyke. Our bond grew even stronger during the pandemic of 2019, at a time where we spent time in prayer, singing, and deep reflection. She will be tremendously missed not only by her children and extended family, but all the people of Jost Van Dyke, the British Virgin Islands, and the many friends who she have made throughout the world. Auntie Gertrude cared deeply for people and had a passion for seeing the BVI govern with integrity. She often spoke candidly about the current state of affairs, longing for leaders to steer the territory straight rather than the crooked path that it seemed to be on. My family, myself, and the wider 2nd District community, I extend our heartfelt condolences to her entire family.
The owners, management, and staff of CCT, BVI Cable TV, and Tweet4 Media express our sincere condolences to the family of the late Gertrude CALLWOOD. It was recently announced that the government of the Virgin Islands instituted a hiring freeze and travel restrictions for public service workers as part of its measures to cut costs while investigating a $20 million salary discrepancy found in this year's annual budget. During the Friday, August 16th House of Assembly debate, Leader of Government Business and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley, made the disclosure. According to the Premier, the issue arose from a new salary structure implemented this year, some $11.7 million for the changes. However, upon review, the Ministry of Finance identified a significant difference between the budgeted amount and the actual amount needed.
Madam Speaker, as a part of its monitoring and fiscal responsibility, the Ministry of Finance on the 19th April 2024 conducted an analysis of the impact of the compensation review on the 2024 budget allocations for personal emoluments. The purpose of the analysis was to analyze actual expenditure for personal emoluments of existing public officers up to the 15th April 2024 to extrapolate the anticipated spending to year end. The projected amount would be used in the preparation of subsequent fiscal data to support the medium-term fiscal frame, the medium-term fiscal plan, the 2023 mid-year budget review, and the 2025 budget estimates. The analysis revealed that there was a significant variance between the funding required for personal emoluments for the current officers, which, as at 15th April 2024, amounted to $25,056,518.
Wheatley further disclosed that an investigation will be conducted into, and I quote, the circumstances which led to this wide variance. According to the Premier, he has allowed, or asked rather, His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce for an investigation which has been approved. In an effort to seek to remedy the significant financial budgeting hole, the government has chosen to freeze all non-essential hiring, restricted non-essential travel for government employees, and advance the implementation of a contributory pension scheme.
I've made a request to the governor, who is constitutionally responsible for the terms and conditions of employment of public officers, for an investigation into the circumstances which led to this wide variance, and the governor has agreed for this investigation to be conducted. As a result of this variance, Cabinet has recommended to the governor an immediate freeze on non-essential hiring, restrictions on travel, advancing the implementation of a contributory pension scheme, and the establishment of a committee to develop proposals or consider proposals for revenue-raising initiatives and cost-saving measures.
Premier of the Virgin Islands and Finance Minister Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley has come under significant fire after it was recently revealed, as we spoke of earlier in the House of Assembly, that the Leader of Government Business inaccurately budgeted for the salary structure for public servants. The House of Assembly approved $11.7 million for the new salary structure. However, an analysis by the Ministry of Finance in April of 2024 of the impact of the compensation review on the 2024 budget allocations for personal monies revealed the discrepancies. Now, many opposition legislators have spoke up out against the, and I quote, mistake made by the Premier and Premier Wheatley during the debate. One strong voice was that of opposition leader, the Honorable Myron V. WALWYN, who called for the Premier's resignation. WALWYN stated that the position of the Minister of Finance carries, and I quote, heavy responsibility, adding that Premier Wheatley was trusted with the finances of the country and went off on a, and I quote, frolic of his own.
What happens in Caribbean countries and even in developed countries in the world, when a minister of finance or any minister makes what Ralph Gonsalves would have called a monumental blunder of this type of proportion, the proper thing for that person to do is to resign from their post as Minister of Finance. And I'm calling on the Premier to do the honorable thing, and you wouldn't fall your government, you will still have 7. But what you have shown to this country is that you're not capable of being the Minister of Finance. How can you underestimate and I'm thinking the truth really is, it's about $20 million. It is really about $20 million, Madam Speaker. How can you get that wrong? A $20 million mistake? And what is even worse is everybody have their job. Nothing has been done whatsoever to show contempt for this level of mistake. Madam Speaker, we had a recent example in the UK with Liz Truss. Remember, she come down here and she carried on with all what she was carrying on with all her list. And she turned the whole of the UK bottom up with her financial policies. She was called in and she was made to resign. The Premier should do the honorable thing. Let Honorable Smith or somebody else who's more capable become the Minister of Finance.
Opposition member, the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, also lamented on the seriousness of such a mistake.
Madam Speaker, here we are with a $20 million. This ain't a $20 million mistake. This ain't a mistake. This ain't a blunder. This is a humbug. This is a mashup, Madam Speaker, because given where we are in this territory, given where we are in this economy, given especially, Madam Speaker, what has just occurred with the, I'm going to call it a Hurricane 2, Category 2 at least, that just passed, Madam Speaker, we should be in a position where we could restore our territory.
Viewers, up next, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Orange alert! Orange alert! Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacoast Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation has confirmed it was recently targeted in a cyber attack that has disrupted its operations. The corporation made the disclosure on Monday, August 19th, through a press release stating that the attack has affected both its internal systems as well as external services. In response to the breach, the BVIEC has taken swift action, they say, by partnering with several third-party organizations. These include cybersecurity experts and law enforcement agencies from both the territory as well as the United Kingdom. The collaboration, according to BVIEC, is aimed at restoring normal operations as quickly as possible. While the full extent of the attack and its impact remains under investigation, the BVIEC has urged the public to be patient during this period. The corporation assured customers that it is doing everything in its power to address the situation and return to normalcy. Now, just one example of the impact is that customers are not able to access the website, for example, to pay their bills online. More to come as the story develops. The Virgin Islands Emancipation Exhibition officially opened on Monday, August 12th at the Sir Oliver Georges Plaza, offering visitors and residents a deep dive into the territory's history of freedom and cultural identity. The exhibit, which runs through August 31st at this location, explores the evolution of the Emancipation Festival and honors past and present festival queens as well as national heroes. Now, the exhibition also highlights the history and two free villages, Longlook and Kingston, showcasing their role within the Virgin Islands heritage. Dr. Catherine Smith, Director of Culture, said the exhibition combines text and imagery to narrate the celebration of freedom by Virgin Islanders from early times to the present. She reflected on the significance of the exhibition and the need to be familiar with the history of the territory.
Out of nowhere and without expectation, they were captured, sailed away in ships, and taken to distant and far lands. Those people, called now the Mandingo, now went through a period of captivity, and we must all remember that this is just a brief moment in time. Time passed, many things happened in the Virgin Islands. Emancipation came, and the people arose again as a free people, and from there began and continued to build their society. I bring this story because when we look at our heritage and our history that we must become so familiar with during the Emancipation Festival, we see that over 2,000 people came on slave ships into this road harbor from the windward coast. And among those people would have been the Mandingos, and that is certain.
Junior Minister for Culture and Tourism, the Honorable Luce Hodge-Smith, said the exhibition will be moved during expected adverse weather, but will return to the plaza for the rest of the month before touring other parts of the territory.
It's going to be a traveling exhibition. So after it leaves here, I think the next stop is Virgin Gorda, and then it goes somewhere else so that persons, for the convenience of our persons on our sister islands especially, will be able to view this exhibition and learn so much more about themselves. So yes, this is an exhibition of about over 60 panels and explores a lot of different topics, as Dr. Catherine said.
The Department of Culture partnered with the Virgin Islands Studies Institute at the H. Lavey Stout Community College for this initiative, which is designed to be an annual cultural resource. Dr. Richard Georges, president of the H. Lavey Stout Community College, reflected on the significance of the space chosen for the first showing of the exhibition, noting its great historical significance.
This is also a space that has been central to many of our Virgin Islands stories. This is the square where Theodore Faulkner stood. This is a square helmed by white cedar, and we see our national flower sort of decorating the location in addition to the works that have already been thanked.
Viewers, up next we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and I'm here with Thing, our mechanic here, and we're going to show you today how you can locate your VIN number on a vehicle.
Your vehicle's VIN, or Vehicle Identification Number, it's a unique code specific to your car.
It's important for various purposes like registration, insurance, and maintenance. To find your VIN, start by looking at the dashboard on the driver's side. You can see it through the windshield near the bottom corner of the dashboard. It's usually a small metal plate or a sticker with a combination of 17 characters. If you can't find it there, other common locations include the driver's side door jamb, engine block, or it may be mentioned in your registrations documents. And that's how you find your vehicle's VIN number. Remember, this unique identifier is crucial for various services related to your car. It's a good idea to note it down or take a picture for future references. If you are having trouble locating it, please don't hesitate to ask a professional or refer to your owner's manual for guidance. Thank you for watching this quick guide on finding your vehicle's VIN. Stay tuned for more helpful tips to keep your car in top condition. Visit us at Dove's Bottom or at our Parts Point location in Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or our website at www.vimotors.com.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Miss BVI 2024 Adacia Adonis secured an impressive 4th place finish at the recent Miss JAYCEES Queen Show. The announcement was made by the official Miss British Virgin Islands page after receiving the official results from the event. Competing against 11 other contestants, Adonis came just short of a royal placement. The Miss British Virgin Islands organization announced the achievement, expressing their delight at Adonis' success. They said, and I quote, "Her incredible performance has made us all proud, and we couldn't be more excited for what's to come," the organization stated. Now, Adonis' strong showing at the regional pageant is seen as a promising start to her reign as Miss BVI. The competition, which featured contestants from various Caribbean nations, is known for its rigorous judging and high standards. However, this is just the beginning for the newly crowned Miss BVI. The organization revealed that preparations are already underway for Adonis' next big challenge, the Miss International pageant. This global competition, will see Adonis representing the BVI on the international stage, competing against contestants from around the world. The journey doesn't stop here, the Miss BVI organizations emphasize, calling for continued support from the BVI community. They urge residents to, and I quote, "continue to support and cheer Adacia as she represents the BVI on the global stage." Two-time Olympic finalist and World Championship silver medalist, the one and only Kyron McMaster, has expressed heartfelt thanks to the people of the British Virgin Islands for their overwhelming support during his 400-meter hurdles campaign at the recently concluded Paris Olympics. McMaster made history by becoming the first BVI athlete to reach consecutive Olympic finals, finishing with a season best time of 47.79 seconds, which ranks him at the 5th fastest man in the world for the event. Despite battling an ongoing injury throughout the season, McMaster delivered a remarkable performance in the finals, which was won by American hurdler Ray Benjamin. In a recent interview with Sophia Fay, the public relations officer for the BVI Olympic Committee, Mr. McMaster shared just how deeply moved he was by the support from his home country. He said his heart melted after seeing the videos and photos from the watch party, which was held in the festival grounds.
It's kind of strange because I think that's the first that I've had the impact of the BVI support such on a wide scale like that. I don't know if it's because it was during carnival time or something like that, but I definitely felt appreciated, felt supported that they took the time out to come support me, that they closed it, they actually made it seem like it was something important, you know what I mean? And to be honest, that kind of like really aid to the disappointment, because I really wanted to deliver for my country, because I felt the setting would have been correct. It was a perfect scenario for the win, for a medal, and I feel like I just let not only myself down but my country down, but which is fine because it comes with the sport.
McMaster, who has been suffering from an ongoing injury throughout the season, reflected on the very big race.
My execution plan was basically it was the Olympic finals. I'm not too sure if everyone's familiar, but I've been running with an injury all year, so my whole thought process was to just put that to the back of my head and we can just run regardless. Once the gun went, I tried to push out as hard as I can, set up the race, execute it how I needed, how I wanted to. Once we did that, to be honest, the race plan, I already knew what race plan I wanted to do from the start, so I just executed it as best as possible.
Reflecting on his journey, Olympic journey that is, McMaster highlighted the crucial role in his sociotherapist who helped him manage the pain from his injury throughout the season. He underscored the importance of proper medical support in helping athletes perform at their very best despite physical challenges. As for the future, McMaster remains uncertain about his plans. He acknowledged that he is still deciding whether to conclude his season or continue competing in other events in 2024.
So right now, I'm in between choices if I want to continue my season or end my season. I think I'm a lean towards more ending. I'm not too sure as yet because with the therapist there, it helps a lot more than the average person would know. But I've had days where I couldn't even train because just to jog I would feel pain. Just to put on a pants in the morning I feel pain. So it's very limited as to how much we gotta do, but coming into the games, like I said, I like to tell people I'm blessed. Coming into the games, probably like 3 weeks prior, 4 weeks prior, we found a pain management regime that works in physio, and that's how we got where we got now. So he's been a big help. Without him being in the con, I probably wouldn't have made it this far, to be honest.
McMaster's achievements have solidified his status as one of the BVI's most celebrated athletes, adding to his already impressive resume, which includes being a two-time Commonwealth Games champion. He recently received an Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire from His Excellency King Charles III for his contributions to sports within the territory. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has significantly increased its forecast for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, warning of an extremely active period that could be one of the busiest on record. In its mid-season update released Wednesday, NOAA's Climate Prediction Center now projects 17 to 24 named storms, including 8 to 13 hurricanes and 4 to 7 major hurricanes. This forecast includes the 4 named storms that have already been formed this season. They said, and I quote, "The hurricane season got off to an early and violent start with Hurricane Beryl, the earliest Category 5 Atlantic hurricane on record." Administrator Rick Spinrad said this update is an important reminder that the peak of the hurricane season is right around the corner. NOAA cites several factors contributing to the increased activity, such as warmer than average sea surface temperature in the tropical Atlantic and Caribbean, reduced vertical wind shear, weaker tropical Atlantic trade winds, and enhanced West African monsoon. And the agency also notes the potential development of La Nina, which could further reduce wind shear and promote the storm development. NOAA stresses that the outlook provides an overall forecast for seasonal activity and is not a landfall prediction. The agency's National Hurricane Center offers more detailed forecasts and warns as storms develop. The Atlantic hurricane season runs, as you know, from June 1st through November 30th. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com and on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and Twitter, formerly X. I'm Ron Grant. Have a beautiful and safe evening. A happy Monday is wished to each and every one of you. Goodbye.